A new segment we're doing here on Sportz On Tap is called What's on Tap, where each of our hosts here bring up a topic from the week that they want to talk about that we might not have wanted to talk about as a group or have in our segment. So something we have ready to go. I'm going to go first on this because this is a player I have hated on for a while. I say hated lightly. Have been irritated with. Joel Embid. And I want to give him some love. I want to give him some love because I've said for years that this man plays soft. And it irritated me because I'm like, you have the skill and talent to be a top player in the league.
And the size.
And the size. To be not just the best center in the league, but debatably the best player in the league. But my thing is he always played so soft until Shaq was like, hey, Joel, you're playing soft. And then he puts up 40. You know what he's doing this year? I'm going to go through a stat line. Averaging 30 points a game, 11 rebounds a game, 3 assists, 1.7 blocks. He is playing like the big man he should be, and I want to just give him some love because I always rag. When I rag on someone and they prove me wrong, I want to give them what they deserve because I love big man. My favorite basketball player of all time is Wilt Chamberlain. I love the big man so much because I just love the physically dominant kind of player.
Like, just get out of my way.
Just so much bigger and better. Joel Embid, he is finally being the player I want him to be. I can actually really like the guy, even though he's on the 76ers, but he, as a basketball fan, he's just, and I think a big part of it's Doc Rivers.
I was just about to say.
Absolutely love Joel Embid now because he's playing like the big man he was meant to be.
Yeah. You know what I like that the 76ers did, and kudos to Doc Rivers? They basically were like, Ben, stop trying to fucking score the ball because you're done. Ding. Because you're done. Because you're done with. They've basically been like, yeah, you're not going to shoot, you're not going to do whatever. Be a versatile defender, which he is proving to be easily a top 5 defender in the league right now. And then they're like, yeah, Joel, do your thing. And Doc is the perfect coach for that, which said getting coach of the year. I still think he absolutely does. Because he's going to get the most out of Joel Embid. He is not going to let you slack. He knows how to coach egos like that. He knows how to
exactly.
Well, he got the best out of Kevin Durant. He got the best out of Ray Allen. He got the best out of Paul Pierce. He's doing the same thing with the 76ers.
That's
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett.
Sorry.
That's exactly what the 76ers have been missing. They had
100%.
the last probably 2 seasons they had almost the same roster. Right?
Also, beautiful trade getting rid of Josh Richardson for Seth Curry too. I think that is an underrated move for them.
That's a big move, yeah.
Huge move because their 3-point shooting percentage with Seth Curry and
Joel Embid has the same 3-point shooting percentage as Steph Curry.
There you go.
Clearly
they spread the floor now.
Clearly Steph is taking way more shots than Joel, but the fact it's the same and Joel Embid, he's known to be a big man that shoots threes. They spread
the floor and they're playing physical basketball. That's exactly what they needed.
I'm just showing the love to Joel Embid because I look crap on players, but prove me wrong. I got to admit it, and I'm happy about it. I love when players prove me wrong. Fahey, what you got on tap today?
Kyle, do you have anything?
Oh, of course.
Kyle, what you got on tap today?
The Phoenix Suns. I said adding Chris Paul to that backcourt makes them a contender. They are currently 4 games behind first place in the West. They are 22-11, and they look good. D. Booker is an all-star. Chris Paul wins. He is a winner. Is he an all-star?
I think he was.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker didn't make the all-star team, but he's replacing AD.
He got pulled up.
Now, which I think that's nonsense. He should have been rotated. Booker should have been in. Okay. Chris Paul should have not.
Yeah. Regardless.
He should have been the replacement, if anything.
The thing with Chris Paul, he goes to franchises and he wins. He does not take, even with the Thunder.
Wait till playoffs.
All I'm saying, look at the Thunder. Okay, look at what they're doing now without Chris Paul versus with Chris Paul.
I'll give you the Thunder debate.
Chris Paul is the Boston Bruins of the NBA.
Yeah, no, that's a fair analogy, honestly. But I'm saying but even that though, that's still a winning team. Even the Boston Bruins, they are, they win. Chris Paul going to that team has only sped up the process rather of DeAndre Ayton. He's averaging I think 18 and 12 right now.
No, it's about time. This is the year he needed to come out.
And he's doing it. Yep. He's not the Joel Embiid everybody thought maybe he could be.
He's also still young.
He's also still young. Yeah.
Look how long it took Joel Embiid to be Joel Embiid.
Patience with these players. Patience. They need to learn. Regardless, Chris Paul was the perfect signing for them. Still looks good. He doesn't look like his old age is affecting him really. He's still top tier. And then that backcourt with him and Devin Booker is disgusting. That is probably, in my opinion, that is the backcourt I would take out of any other backcourt in the league. I'd even do that over Kyrie and Harden.
Those are the two you're looking at. Those are the top two off the top of my head. I can't think of anyone that's even entering that conversation besides that.
They are. I think Devin Booker is probably going to be. I think he's going to be a better Klay Thompson. In his career.
Think he's what? I feel like he's more of a dribbler than Klay Thompson.
He is.
Klay Thompson's a catch and shoot guy, which he's made his whole career off that. I don't think they're similar players at all.
They're similar in a lot of ways. They play decent defense. Klay's a better defender,
I think
but
Booker's going to end up being a better player than Klay.
But I think,
that's what I mean.
I personally think Booker might be already a better player than Thompson.
I mean, it's tough.
Well, we also, I will say, we can't hold on though.
From what I've seen, Thompson, Booker's way more dynamic.
We can't disrespect Thompson because
I'm not disrespecting Thompson.
He is out
Thompson
this year. If he comes back next year and just starts balling.
I know, but from what I've seen from Thompson, Thompson is a catch and shoot guy. Booker is way more dynamic.
He's He's got way more.
You know what? You're right.
Way more
That's
dynamic.
Probably,
yeah.
So I think he's already a better player than Thompson. Thompson's a lights out shooter.
And let's not forget,
second best shooter of all time.
Let's not. That's a debate, but
that's I'm not going to do that. He's
but
good.
The big thing is Devin Booker is the number one guy on the team, where Klay has always been the number two.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
But the Suns doing well.
Okay analogy, but yeah, they are going to be a team to watch,
and nobody's talking about them really.
Nobody.
Very few people.
Well, because the friggin' Jazz have taken all the heat.
Yeah, the Jazz are
27-7.
What the fuck is happening with the Jazz?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna every time I say it now, I'm just gonna point to the thing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. What a team,
disgusting.
Though.
Well, you know what? Even last year, Mike Conley did not mesh with them at all. But now it's working. I knew he was a good player. I just didn't understand why it wasn't working. Yeah. Now you can see the chemistry is there.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz are going to be a tough team to beat, but my take was the Suns.
What you got on tap?
Well, this is just I wanted to go last because this is just a feel good story, boys.
Okay.
Trey Mancini came back, did not play last year because of cancer.
Oh, was that
came back yesterday, standing ovation from the crowd that was there, singles the center. What else could you
didn't we used to have him?
No, I think that's the kid that played in the Cape Cod League.
I'm thinking.
That's probably what you're thinking. Yeah, he returned yesterday, spring training, got a hit, first game back from cancer.
How old is this guy?
He's young. I don't
know.
For
him though. That is
that's why I wanted to go last. It's a feel good story.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I like that.
I love that though.
I mean, that's with any. That was Eric Berry when he came back from cancer. Same thing.
Didn't he make a Pro Bowl too once he came back?
He did. Then he tore his ACL, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that's it. I always like hearing those stories. Another one, James Conner. He was in college, beat cancer, good running back. It's
Karis LeVert about to come back and ball too. I don't know if that was cancer, but he had a lump.
I think it might have been.
Hard, dude. That trade saved his life.
But good for the feel good. Yeah,
it was a feel good story. That's the whole story.
Came
back first at back from cancer. Gets a single to center.
Now, glad you mentioned. We're gonna go back to that if he starts roping 40 home runs and it's hitting 340 or something. That'll be That's about as feel good as that gets.
It's cool that he's back.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But I mean, he plays for Baltimore, so
yeah.
That whole team.
I like to hear. You got to respect guys that come back.
Well, they're effed until they get rid of that Chris Davis contract, which, by the way, I think has 3 more years.
Yeah,
3 more years of $25 million for a 140 batting average.
Hey, but he's gonna hit a long ball,
bro.
Jesus Christ, this is bad.
Nice.
This is so bad.
Well, that's all we have for today, folks. If you want to support what we're doing, you like what we're doing, you enjoy the things we talk about, you can support us by going to our merch store, which I'll be dropping in the description, the link right there. I'll work on that. But get some cool merch like this, Sportz On Tap. We got some crew necks, we got some sweatshirts. Oh wait, no, do I have the? You're not even close.
You're not.
Either way. But yeah, if you like what we're doing, please go support us by buying some merch. You look really cool in it. But thanks.
You look bitchin'.
Well, that's all we have for today, folks. If you want to support what we're doing, you like what we're doing, you enjoy the things we talk about, you can support us by going to our merch store, which I'll be dropping in the description, the link right there. I'll work on that. But get some cool merch like this, Sportz On Tap. We got some crew necks, we got some sweatshirts. Oh wait, no, do I have the? You're not even close.
You're not.
Either way. But yeah, if you like what we're doing, please go support us by buying some merch. You look really cool in it. But thanks.
You look bitchin'.